What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out all the new statues that have really gone up for pre-order recently, some pictures and images that look really cool. First, we're going to check out what's new on Sideshow. So there is a few things. We got some 1/10 scale Skeletor on Throne, which is pretty cool. Moon Knight, which the new Disney Plus TV series comes out here real soon. So I'll definitely be watching that, but I'm not buying 1/10 scales, but there definitely is a market for 1/10. That Skeletor is really cool, and I do like Masters of the Universe. I would love to watch more of it. Only seen the Netflix one so far. We have this Batmobile, 1,150. Goodness. These 1/10s are getting quite pricey. I mean, the average 170 now. Like this Luke and Grogu, $170. These things used to be like $70. Now, this one's something that's really cool. Kylo Ren, premium format figure. So this is the second version of Kylo Ren that Sideshow's done. And this time they did give us an unmasked portrait, which, for me personally, I hate unmasked Kylo Ren. I think that ruined the character for me. So here is the masked version, and he's trying to like recruit Rey. 21.85, 18 wide, 15 deep. It's at the water scene. So I personally like the original Kylo Ren much better. I think it just looks way cooler. I don't care for Kylo's head, and the helmet has the red marks, which I don't like. And I like the pose of the original better, plus the base better. So for me personally, I like the original way better. Although, I do like that Rey. Let's check that out. Because I did own the original Rey as well. I did sell it. I've sold my Kylo Ren. This Rey is more of the Jedi version. Because mine was like the first movie. Here we got a Jedi version. So I think the portrait's pretty good. I think it could be better. The pose is pretty good. It's action-oriented. She looks good. The mixed media looks great. The base is very small. Check out that portrait. I think it's decent likeness to the actress. It's decent. It's like an 8 out of 10 head sculpt for me. It's not, 10 out of 10. Maybe the expression could be a little bit better. The lightsaber looks a little cheap, looks a little plasticky to me. I don't know if it lights up. The base obviously matches Kylo, so it's meant to be a companion piece to the Kylo, so you get them both, which makes sense. And this one comes with a wayfinder. So, I do like this Rey. I would say I like the old one a lot as well, even if it's not the Jedi. I do like this costume for sure. I like the costume of the original. I'd say the original's still honestly probably better in my opinion. I would go with the OG Rey and the OG Kylo over the new ones. And we also have this Ahsoka Tano from the TV series. This one I think Sideshow did a really good job. It looks just like her. So, that face looks freaking perfect. She has her dual lightsaber, and I don't think they've been doing light ups anymore, which is fine because it's like, who uses them? Just make it look good, non-lit. Very small base, so definitely easy to manage, easy to display, not super action oriented. Just a nice standard museum pose, good mixed media. Okay, it's an okay base. It's obviously meant to go with the Mandalorian, so they good companion pieces. So I do like this one. I think this is, done better than Kylo and Rey. It's, the portrait looks just like the actress. It just looks better. So that one is better, and it goes great with the Mandalorian, who also looks really good. So if you're a fan of that TV series and you want to collect from the Mandalorian, I would definitely recommend those ones. We also have a quarter scale maquette. Look at that. You got all these different options. You could get different portrait versions, the exclusive. This is by Tweeterhead. So I've only bought one Tweeterhead statue in my life. It was the Pennywise maquette. you know, a 1/5 scale Pennywise. And I did think they did a really good job for what it was. But frankly, it was just too small for my collection. I was collecting 1/4 horror at the time. It didn't go with anything. But it overall was a really nice statue. I liked it. So I was impressed with that statue. I thought Tweeterhead did a really good job. So here we have a Harley Quinn 1/4. She has her giant hammer, the base. I think this looks great, actually. Yeah, I think this looks awesome. 2 portraits. I like the pose. Definitely go for the 1/4. That bigger size is really going to give it presence. You know, this is obviously a comic-oriented one, but I think they did a fantastic job. I really dig what they did here. Probably one of the best Harley comic 1/4s I've seen, to be honest. And this is the first time I've really looked at this, because I haven't looked at it. So I am impressed with that. And the price is pretty good, $610 for that 1/4. I think that's a great deal. So props to Tweeterhead. They did a good job on that. Here we have, what is this? Minato. That's Naruto's father. So check out this Naruto statue. So I loved Naruto. It's one of my favorite animes. I want to rewatch it, to be honest. Here's the father doing some sort of trick here, holding like some energy ball and a little dagger. Yeah, this looks awesome. I mean, I'm not collecting Naruto. I've only seen this series once. You know, I binged watched like all 600 episodes in a row. This is 26 inches tall. Quite a big statue. 1/4 scale. So Sideshow and Hex collectibles. And it's low stock at 800 ES. So clearly this is popular. I mean, there is a big collector's base for Naruto statues. And frankly, if I had the space and the funds, I would love to collect 1/4 Naruto myself. You know, I'm a big fan of Naruto. So I think that's awesome. But I have stuck to just one anime for myself, and that is DBZ, because that's the one I grew up with and is more nostalgic and the best for me. They also have the Kratos and Atreus Valkyrie armor, you know, which is the variant of my statue. And you know, I love mine so much. You have the Batman, which I'm not a fan of, but some people may be. And I believe that is it here on Sideshow since we've last really looked. Not a ton more. I mean, Bugs Bunny. Who would honestly buy these? Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. Who's buying that? You know, we've seen the Gandalf, the Gray. Yeah, that is it. Although, check out that Christmas Vacation tree topper. I want to buy that. All right, let's check out some things here. So here is, if you guys saw my video yesterday on the Ellie, I did want to show you guys another statue from CGC Fan Project. And I'll leave a link in the description below, as well as an email address, because I know some of you guys don't use Facebook, and you just use YouTube and, you know, websites and whatnot. So primarily they do use Facebook. They have this Facebook group, CGC Fan Project Group. And I'll leave an email below if any of you guys are interested. But they did make this awesome Red Dead Redemption 2 Arthur Morgan, who's the main character of that game. If you're unfamiliar with this game, you know, the original one won Game of the Year. And then they came out with a second one with much better graphics and so forth. But they basically did a 1/4 scale on horse of Arthur Morgan. It even comes with this little proximity piece. The base looks like, you know, basically a belt with bullets and the Red Dead Redemption 2 logo. So they even put their sign here on this thing. So really cool. I like that proximity piece. I think it adds a lot to it. You know, so I did play this game. You know, it's an open world Western game, you know, going on tons of different like Western type missions. So definitely a very popular game. And obviously him being the main character. Wanted, Dead or Alive, Arthur Morgan. $1.19 is that? Yeah, and that even adds the edition size, 1 of 25. So very low edition size. Base looks great. He looks great, just like the video game model. Check that portrait out, holding a gun. You know, and he does come with a few swap outs. You know, there's like video game to statue. You know, check out, that's just like perfect from video game to statue replica. Boom. So very impressive. So he has that pistol he's shooting forward. He has a shotgun he's holding up in the air. And this is a massive statue, 72 centimeters width, 59 depth, and 80 tall. So very big statue. So this is priced at 999 euros, which is almost about $1,000, plus shipping and tax, or shipping, not tax. But yeah, shipping, which I can assume will probably be $300. So $1,300 for a 1/4 scale giant horse, and Arthur Morgan statue. I think that's actually a fantastic deal. Most horse statues go for a lot of money. So, this is basically priced as much as the Nazgul on Steed by Sideshow. That's like an 8-year-old statue. Like, that's the going price for that one, is like $1,000 plus shipping. So, yeah, this looks absolutely fantastic. They did a great job on the sculpt, the pose, and everything. I definitely dig it. So, this is one I definitely highly recommend as well. So, again, if you're interested in that, I will leave a link in the description below. But they do have a lot of different statues here. Like this is their Facebook group. They have this awesome Final Fantasy VII. I'm a huge fan of this game. There's Cloud holding Aerith. Super, super cool. Showing all these progress photos. Red Dead Redemption. Here's the Ellie. Here's another Ellie statue that they did. Yeah, and they're very, very limited. You're not getting a 1,500 piece ES. You're getting like 25. So there's always a good feeling to know when you own a piece that's extremely limited. You're not going to see this in every other collector's photos. When you get it, you might see it in one or two others, but it's going to be a very rare and exclusive piece, which is always something special. Plus, I think they hold their resale value better. But anyways, I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in any of their pieces. But definitely join their Facebook group, CGC Fan Project Group. And I'll leave a email in the description below if anyone is interested in just, email ordering like that Arthur Morgan or whatnot. 2 PCS photos we're going to check out last. Bolo Yueng. This looks awesome. I think PCS did a great job. That sculpt looks great. They also have a non-teeth grinning photo. They got the muscular body correct with his massive chest, shoulders, and arms. So obviously this will go great with their Jean-Claude Van Damme. So definitely a great companion piece. So we haven't seen the base yet. I'm going to assume it's probably a similar base to the Jean-Claude. So definitely great companion pieces. If I had the space, I'd definitely get that. Because, I'm a big fan of Jean-Claude and Bolo Yueng. This could even go good with like a Bruce Lee statue because they fought a lot in, a few movies. And last but not least is Ghostface. So I'm assuming pre-order is probably going to be in the next few weeks because it looks like it's just about done. They're probably just doing professional photography, any last QC things. But I'm really digging how this looks. This looks like it's screen still from the movie. So it looks like you have a broken window and broken glass. Or that could be a door, perhaps. I think it actually is one of those doors that is glass, and he broke through the door. And he has his knife up. The knife hand position looks much better. I like the blood on the mask. I think that looks great. And the hood looks a lot better. The mixed media in general just looks better, more accurate. You can see the little sparkle in it. So definitely digging how this looks. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, dang, look at that screen photo. I was like, wait, that's a statue? So definitely really good job by PCS. Huge improvements from the original, which looked just very cheap and basic. So they definitely have stepped up their game on this Ghostface. So I'm really excited to see final photos. I really want to get my pre-order in and lock in that pre-order because this is a must-have. And for me, this will be my final horror piece in the collection. The final one I truly need to have every horror movie I truly love. Scream is definitely one of those horror movies I grew up watching. I absolutely loved the last one. So this and Leatherface are the final 2 1/3 for me. Then I can, close that door on my horror collection. It's complete, and I'm 100% happy with it. So yeah, this is definitely a day one PO for me. And I'll probably just use a retailer like Secret Compass Online to order this. Most retailers, they get their stuff just directly from Sideshow. So there's actually not a huge advantage to ordering like PCS from Sideshow unless you have reward points you're using. because Sideshow has tax. If you use a retailer that doesn't have tax or is cheaper shipping, then you can save some money. And it's not going to ship 10 months later like a Prime 1 would. It'll ship exact same time Sideshow gets theirs. So that's when I like to use retailers. Situations like PCS, Sideshow Statues, Iron Studios, it's best for me to just use a retailer because it's actually cheaper. Anyways, folks, that is it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed this. If you are looking to buy any statues from Sideshow, please do use the links below. It does help the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.